Can releasing the fear of death free us from attacking negative energies? In some cases, yes. Because any type of fear will restrict our capacity to look at ourselves, to look at life, to be brave, to move on, especially fear of death. You know what's so interesting, Guy, that I have been seeing some people in private sessions lately, and I had 3 cases of people who were, for no apparent reason, very frightened of dying. So then any situation happens around, any noise or any possibility of an accident or any illness, simple thing with themselves or a family member, and they are completely shocked, completely amazed, but to a point that it opens doors for more negative energy to be there. So in this case, yes, overcoming that fear will make a big difference, because any fear like this will kind of freeze part of our manifestation, freeze how much we can see a situation, how clearly we can see a situation. Having said that, please allow me to make some observations. Number 1 is that we have a care, we have a prudency. We are prudent about something. We recognize there may be risks in a situation, and we not necessarily want to die in the wrong moment or in a bad situation. I think that it's smart. When it's just being prudent, that is not fear, and that's not overwhelming. But sometimes we start being prudent and that grows into a big fear. So try to see how you can manage to think of a situation and say, okay, of course, I fear it's going to be, I want to avoid that this happens in a bad way. So we use the word fear. But is that a paralyzing fear? Is there a fear that when I go to bed, it makes my heart, feel tight? If it is, then it's a problem. It may attract more negative energies. But the big question here is, what is the chicken and what's the egg? Is this fear, or would this fear, if that's the case, be present there because of an extra physical or a non-physical presence and spirit there influencing you? Or some sort of energy that lingers around? Maybe it was lingering around in your childhood, and then you got the fear from that energy that you would feel around there in your childhood. All of these things are possible to happen, but we have to analyze, when does it start? Why? What type of thought comes to my mind? What do I feel? Do I first feel fear and then I start rationalizing and fear of this, fear of that, and this can happen? Or first I think what could happen and then the fear installs? That makes difference, because it helps us to have better identification of what's the chicken, what's the egg. But of course, both are there interconnected.